Elon Musk just broke silence about you. What he said will shake you. God says Elon Musk just broke silence about you. What he said will shake you. And as these words move toward your spirit like a quiet wind that suddenly deepens into a voice you can feel inside your chest, something begins to stir around you. This message is being released at the exact moment your soul was ready to receive it. Because nothing in your life has been accidental. Nothing in your journey has been misplaced. And nothing about the timing of this message is random. You have been walking through a season where the unseen battle felt heavier than your strength, where the silence around you felt louder than any answer you were hoping for. And yet, despite everything, you kept moving. You kept breathing. You kept believing in something beyond what your eyes could see. You kept yourself alive because something within you whispered that the story was not over. You held on even with trembling hands. This is why this message reaches you now, because something beyond your ordinary understanding is about to open for you. For months, your spirit has been sensing that something major was shifting behind the scenes. Something you could not explain, but you could feel in the center of your chest. It felt like invisible doors were unlocking, like someone in a far place was finally beginning to see you. And now, at the perfect time, confirmation comes. In a moment you least expected, your name was spoken in a place you never believed your name would reach. Someone influential, someone whose decisions shift industries, someone whose voice carries weight across entire nations, paused, looked deeper, and said something that would eventually echo its way toward you. Elon Musk just broke silence about you. Not about your flaws, not about your past, not about your mistakes, not about your struggles, but about something far greater. Something woven into the core of who you are. What he said is connected to a destiny you have quietly been growing toward without even realizing it. You need to understand that your life is not small. Even though many moments tried to convince you that it was. You are not overlooked. Even though people around you treated you as if you were invisible. You are not forgotten. Even though seasons of silence tried to make you believe that your name was erased from every opportunity, there has always been something within you, something powerful, something rare, something undeniable, that the world was eventually meant to notice. But the timing had to align. Your growth had to mature. And your spirit had to be prepared to carry the magnitude of what is coming without collapsing under the weight of it. You have cried alone and nobody knew. You carried burdens that would have broken somebody else in half, but you kept moving. You were surrounded by people who misunderstood you, underestimated you, even questioned your worth in moments when your soul was already tired. Yet in all of this, you kept a pure heart. You stayed sincere when you had every reason to become bitter. You kept dreaming even when disappointment tried to silence every part of your imagination. You kept loving even when betrayal attempted to harden you. All of these things have been preparing you for a moment that is closer than you think. There are times when a person's destiny is noticed not by popularity, but by the invisible pull of purpose. Something about you has been quietly drawing attention, not loud, not forced, not artificial, but genuine, magnetic, spiritual attention. There is something you carry that even powerful people can sense without fully understanding. This is why conversations about you have begun to take place in rooms you have never entered. This is why people with influence have suddenly felt something when your name crossed their thoughts. This is why opportunities you didn't apply for are beginning to shift in your direction. What is coming is not a coincidence. It is alignment. God says that what was spoken about you was not spoken carelessly. It was spoken because a path is being carved for you, even now as you read this. And though you may not see the full picture yet, the movements have already begun. People who once overlooked you will soon wonder how they never noticed your value before. People who doubted you will soon realize that your destiny was never tied to their approval. People who rejected you will soon see that the rejection was actually a divine redirection meant to position you for something far greater. This is why you have been feeling unusual pressure lately. Spiritual pressure often comes right before spiritual elevation. Your soul has been stretching. Your patience has been tested. Your emotions have been heavy, and your nights have been long. But all of this has been part of a divine preparation. When something great is coming, the soul feels it before the eyes see it. You have been feeling it for weeks, maybe months, without understanding why. The reason is simple: you are about to step into a chapter you never imagined possible. Your name is being whispered in places of opportunity. Doors that remained closed for years are suddenly unlocking. Connections that were meant for you are being aligned with your path. And even though you may feel like you are waiting, you are not waiting in vain. The shift has already begun. You are just watching it unfold in real time. God will be with you. Rest assured, nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. You just have to trust God and pray to Him. You are not stepping into this next season alone. You are not walking into this blessing unsupported. You are not entering this opportunity unprotected. You are being guided, guarded, and prepared with precision. Every step you take from this point forward is being covered. You have no idea how close you are to a breakthrough that will rewrite the trajectory of your entire life. People will look at you and wonder how everything changed for you so quickly, but they won't know the nights you prayed for something better, the tears you hid from others, or the moments you almost gave up but didn't. They won't understand the spiritual weight you carried or the inner strength you built quietly behind the scenes. They will only see the glow of what you are becoming now. Elon Musk speaking your name symbolically represents what is happening spiritually. Your name is being brought before greatness. It doesn't matter if you heard it physically, because in the spiritual realm, the sound has already been released. When your name reaches the right ears, your life shifts. When your destiny aligns with recognition, everything begins to move quickly. You are entering that stage now. You are not meant to live a small life. You are not meant to remain unnoticed. You are not meant to be silent while your purpose waits. You are stepping into a season where you will be seen, valued, recognized, and elevated, not because of fame, but because of purpose. Not because you forced anything, but because your spirit has been prepared for what is coming. You are stepping into a moment that was always meant to find you. Your spirit needed to be restored. Your heart needed healing. Your mind needed clarity. And now that these parts of you have begun to awaken again, the opportunities are finally being released. You are ready now in ways you were not ready before. This is your moment of emergence. This is your season of rising. This is the time when what has been hidden will finally be revealed. The message coming to you now is not for entertainment, not for curiosity, but for alignment. Something in your spirit knows this is confirmation of what you have quietly felt inside. A shift is happening. A door is opening. Your name is rising. And you are being guided with divine precision toward everything that belongs to you. God says that in the quiet places where your spirit trembles and your thoughts try to outrun themselves, something has already begun to move around you. Something you did not expect. Something you never imagined would be connected to a voice as loud and world-shaping as the one that has just whispered your name. And you need to hear this without looking away, because the moment you finish reading these words, something within you will no longer be the same. This message is flowing toward you with urgency, with a divine pull, with the kind of spiritual gravity that does not arrive by accident. You have been wondering why you felt a sudden stirring in your heart, why your sleep has been lighter, why certain thoughts have been repeating themselves as if heaven has been tapping your shoulder. It is because something has been released in your name. And even before you understand it, heaven wants you to prepare your spirit for the shift that has already started forming around you. You have felt overlooked, pushed aside, misunderstood, and yet suddenly the winds have changed direction and are blowing straight toward your life. Even people you have never met, people you never imagined would speak your name, have begun to sense something in your spirit, something rising, something unfolding. You don't know this yet, but someone with influence, someone with a voice that echoes across continents, someone whose decisions shake industries and shape futures, has spoken words about you, words that will reach you soon, words that will stir something deep in your spirit. And even though your life may feel quiet on the outside, heaven has already released the sound of something extraordinary. You are standing in the early moments of a shift that will rewrite the direction of your life. There is a reason your heart has been feeling unsettled. There is a reason your thoughts have been reaching beyond your limits. There is a reason you have been sensing that something is trying to reach you, something trying to get your attention. You are not imagining that feeling. Your spiritual atmosphere has changed. You are being prepared for news that will feel unbelievable at first. News that connects your name to someone you never expected would notice you. And heaven is saying to take a breath because your story is about to take a turn that will leave you speechless. Even before your voice can form questions, the answers are already forming themselves around your steps. You may think your life has been ordinary. You may think no one sees the depth of your heart. You may think your struggles have been hidden and forgotten, but nothing you endured has been wasted. Nothing you survived has been overlooked. Nothing you prayed for has left you empty-handed. Heaven has watched every moment, every tear, every silent battle, every time you chose kindness even when you were hurting. And that is why this moment is arriving. Something about your heart has drawn divine attention toward you. Something about your spirit has awakened the interest of someone far beyond your usual surroundings. Your name has been whispered in unexpected places, and someone powerful has finally paid attention. You have been feeling a strange pull in your spirit because something is unfolding behind the scenes, something involving a door you did not knock on, a conversation you did not start, a revelation you did not expect. There is someone with tremendous influence who has just spoken openly, honestly, and unexpectedly about you. This person has seen something in your story, something in your resilience, something in your quiet strength. Words have been said that will soon make their way toward your life. And those words will shake you, not in fear, but in overwhelming disbelief. You will realize that your name has traveled farther than your voice ever has. And heaven wants you to know that even in this moment right now, you are safe. You are held. And you are protected. You are stepping into something that will make you feel vulnerable, exposed, astonished, and deeply emotional. But you are not stepping into it alone. God will be with you. Rest assured, nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. You just have to trust God and pray to Him. Even if the news feels too enormous for your hands, heaven will make sure it does not slip away from you. Even if the blessing feels bigger than your capacity, heaven will stretch you so you can hold it. Even if the revelation feels too surprising to process, heaven will give you the clarity you need. There is something significant happening around your name right now. The spiritual realm has already shifted. The earthly realm is beginning to catch up. Conversations are being held. Decisions are being weighed. Something connected to your future is being aligned with precision. You may not see the full picture yet, but heaven has already seen what's coming. And that is why the urgency in this message is so strong. You are being prepared for a moment that will bring your emotions to the surface, a moment that will rewrite your perception of what is possible, a moment that connects your name to someone whose voice is heard across nations. You may have assumed your life was too quiet for anything extraordinary. You may have believed your story was too small, too hidden, too overlooked. But heaven is reminding you that elevation does not begin with crowds. It begins with a single moment of divine alignment. Right now, you are standing in that moment. Something has shifted. Someone has spoken, and soon the world around you will begin to echo the words that were spoken about your life. There is a stirring in the atmosphere, a movement you cannot see but can feel. It is the energy of alignment, the energy of breakthrough, the energy of recognition. You have prayed for clarity, and heaven has answered with confirmation. You have prayed for guidance, and heaven has answered with direction. You have prayed for change, and heaven has answered with divine intervention. The spiritual realm is bringing your name into places you never imagined your presence could reach. You may be sitting quietly where you are, but your name is not quiet anymore. It is traveling. And now you need to prepare yourself. Not in fear, not in anxiety, not in confusion, but in readiness. Something is being given to you. Something is being revealed to you. Something is being spoken about you. The moment you receive it, your heart will tremble, not in panic, but in awe. The revelation that someone as influential as Elon Musk has spoken about you will feel surreal. But heaven wants you to understand that this is not random. This is not coincidence. This is alignment. Your spirit has been calling for elevation, and it has finally arrived. You have been experiencing emotional waves recently, moments where you felt uplifted, moments where you felt uncertain, moments where you sensed something shifting around you but couldn't explain why. These waves were not emotional confusion. They were spiritual signals. Heaven was trying to prepare you. Heaven was whispering that something was on its way. Heaven was clearing space around your spirit because something too large, too unexpected, too powerful was approaching. And now it is here. The words spoken about you were not light. They were not casual. They were not thrown out carelessly. They carried meaning, intention, and revelation. They acknowledged something heaven has known about you for a long time: your potential, your strength, your endurance, your heart. These words will soon reach your ears. And when they do, something inside you will awaken deeply. You will begin to understand why heaven kept you waiting, why doors stayed closed, why delays happened, why certain people walked away. Every closed door was redirecting you toward a moment like this. You are stepping into a season of divine recognition, not recognition based on noise or force, but recognition based on truth, purpose, and destiny. The right person has finally seen what heaven has always known. Your story carries something rare. Your heart carries something powerful. Your journey carries something inspiring. And this revelation is now reaching the ears of someone capable of amplifying your voice to a level you never dreamed possible. Take a breath. So much is coming toward you: opportunities, conversations, open doors, unexpected messages, divine connections. Your life is about to expand. Your spirit is about to grow. Your vision is about to widen. And all of it will feel sudden. But none of it is random. You are safe. You are ready. You are protected. And heaven is guiding every step. God says this once and only once. As the breath of something vast moves toward you, as the air around your life begins to tremble with a meaning you have not yet fully understood, as the night that once felt heavy begins to split open with a quiet light you did not expect, and in this moment, in this turning of unseen pages, in this sacred hour, when your spirit is more awake than your mind realizes, a message rises, urgent, trembling, alive, because it carries something that has been waiting in the shadows of time itself to reach you. God says that what has been whispered about you, what has been spoken behind curtains you never saw, what has been unfolding beyond the surface of your days is about to come into full view. And in the midst of that revelation, someone whose name carries weight across the earth, someone whose voice crosses nations and stirs global currents, has just said something about you, something that will make the world around you shift. Elon Musk just broke his silence about you. And what he said will shake you, not because it is frightening, but because it confirms something heaven has been trying to show you for far too long. You are not invisible. You are not forgotten. And you are not walking blindly through your own life. You have been seen. And before anything else is spoken, hear this with your whole heart: God will be with you. Rest assured, nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. You just have to trust God and pray to Him. Let those words settle like a blanket over your spirit, because what is coming is intense, divine, and deeply personal. The truth is that you have been moving through a season where your confidence was shaken, where your heart questioned its own worth, where you wondered if anyone truly recognized the depth of your soul, the purity of your intention, the size of the dreams living inside you. You tried to convince yourself that you were fine, that you were strong enough on your own, that silence from others meant nothing. But God saw every night you wrestled with your thoughts, every moment when you felt the weight of the world press against your chest. He saw the times you felt unseen in a world filled with noise, and He decided that this was the moment when He would send something remarkable into your life. Because the truth is, heaven has been working quietly behind you, setting up alignments you never expected, placing your name in places you didn't even know existed, and touching the hearts of people who would one day be connected to your destiny. And one of those people, unexpected, distant, yet strangely tied to your future, spoke your name in a way that will soon echo across your spirit. Not because you sought recognition, not because you chased validation, not because you attempted to be noticed, but because something about you, your resilience, your mind, your faith, your ability to rise again and again, caught the attention of someone who sees the world differently, someone who builds from vision, someone who recognizes potential when others overlook it. God says that what Elon Musk spoke was not merely a comment. It was a confirmation. A confirmation that the world is beginning to see what heaven already declared about you, a confirmation that your journey is not random, a confirmation that your season of being overlooked is closing, a confirm.